I'm guessing everybody's here entrepreneurial, because if somebody is coming here on a Saturday, attending an entrepreneurial event, there's something wrong with them. I met a lady outside there from Citibank, and she walks up to me and says, sir, I'm from Citibank. And मैंने कहा यार Citibank का तो accelerator से होगी या Citibank तो करता नहीं है और all that. She said, no sir, we do personal loans and all that. I said, all these guys here need money, but I can guarantee you will not give money to them. They're not their target audience. So I'm assuming that you're all entrepreneurs. That's the kind of the ground rule. Now, raise hands whoever has an awesome idea or has had an awesome idea. So keep your hands raised. Look on one side and then look on the other side. 4 or 5 people on this side, 4 or 5 people on that side. I am guaranteeing you that 9 out of these 10 people will not do anything with that idea. That's a fact. Ideas are cheap. Who cares about idea? Have a couple of pegs, go to a nice, bar. The music is awesome, and you will have so many ideas coming up. Next day in the morning, when the reality hits you, there's an EMI, and God forbid if you're married, you have kids, there goes your idea, right? But some of you do that, take that leap of faith and say, I'm going to do something about that idea. So I want those guys here who are doing something about that idea, building a product or service, to raise their hands. So keep them raised, look both sides, and I'm guaranteeing you, the guy next to you or this guy, one of them will not get funded. That's a guarantee. And 5 on this side, 5 on this side, 9 out of 10 will not get funded. And you guys will close down, you will be in debt, and after a year you will go back. Parents, माँ बाप गाली देंगे. If you are married, your wife, your husband, they're going to hate you. And if you have kids, you would have dragged kids through some really tough time. And even if you, and then I heard they said there are some funded ones. Which are the rare funded ones? Are there any funded startups here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Anybody on that side? 5. About 6. So guarantee है इन 6 में से 5 बंद हो जाएंगे. The startup world is a very brutal world. The customer outside doesn't care whether the product that he's getting is from Airtel, which is a big behemoth who can spend millions of dollars on advertising, or from this new startup which is doing something which is fighting with Airtel. Just an example. The customer doesn't care. When they give you their money, they say, am I getting value? Is it helpful for me? Is it helping me save money or make money or do whatever, right? They don't care whether you are just out of college. So nobody is going to say, oh, you're just out of college. I'm going to treat you very nicely. And I'm going to give you money even if I don't need it. It doesn't happen that way. And if, for God forbid, you are doing a startup, and I think those are kind of slowly becoming rare breeds, but if there are some of those kind of animals here who are doing for the so-called downloads and eyeballs and all that stuff and not making money, and if you don't take money, nobody's going to fund you. But if some, what's the word for? Maybe somebody dash investor has put in money, then he's going to lose his money, right? So I think that was what was wrong with the Indian whole startup ecosystem in the last 2 years. It got so glamorized. People got out of colleges. They said, यार नौकरी छोड़ो. हमें CEO तो कोई रखेगा नहीं, मैनेजर भी नहीं रखेगा. एक डोमेन रजिस्टर कराओ, 99 रुपीस में हो जाता है GoDaddy पे, है ना? एक लोगो बनवा लो, फाइवर पे $5 में बन जाता है. और CEO लिखूंगा अपने कार्ड के ऊपर, फाउंडर CEO. हो गया स्टार्टअप शुरू. Go into the events. Now there are so many co-working spaces. Every Friday they do events. Free की beer, free का खाना, चलो. I don't know this. I'm sure you guys have seen that beer to beer hai, and you've seen that, right? So that's a reality, guys. If somebody is in it for the ride, for the, for saying, oh, this is so exciting and all that, please get out now before you drag yourself, your family, your near and dear ones through this thing. It's very hard. It's very tough. It's not forgiving. You will be hit by depressions. There will be cycles and stuff like that. But if you think that is the ride you want, then this is the right place to be, right? And I hope to see some good pitches now, and see hopefully there will be some startups that are worth investing and maybe will still be around in like 2 to 3 years. Thank you.